It's important that we give the president all the support. It's important that we bring all the stakeholders together. Corporate Ghana must also understand that to get involved with this boxing league is also to invest in Ghana. It's to invest in Ghana. Because, you know, when you go to Mexico, boxing is before football, even though we see Mexico at the World Cup all the time. They've made boxing such a huge thing. And I want a day to come where, when you mention Ghana, it's going to be boxing and football, not football per se. Because if you honestly look at the highest achievements in sports, it's from boxing.
10 world champions.
So we need to, yeah. How do we translate that so that every child gets up and knows not just Azuma Nelson and Ayakote and the Clotes and all the rest of them, but they feel that boxing is part of Ghana, part of our culture, part of sports, and all these men who are here and women to support, make sure that their time, their sacrifices, their investment is not in vain. And I think the media, like yourself, would also play a very huge role in this.
Very well. Now, is your team ready? Because very soon, probably next year, early next year, or maybe February, we're going to take off. Are your guys ready? The cameramen, the commentators, the newsmakers for boxing, not football?
Yes. You see, you know, Ghana, as I said earlier, we love football, we love boxing. And in terms of readiness, we are always ready. Even when we're not ready, if I want to put it in that context, in the sense that if there's an emergency tomorrow and we are called to cover, a call from the CEO trickles down and it has to happen. But with the boxing, obviously, we're very blessed to have Mr. Fadi Fatal, who has a lot of experience and goes back in terms of history in this, and Mr. Maxwell Techi, my CEO, who is deeply involved in all of this. It's a beginning. We're keen to learn. We're keen to partner with all the stakeholders. And as you see here, the media, IMAX Media, Max TV, Max FM, Maximum Online, we are going to share this platform with as many partners who are interested to take boxing to the next level. They shouldn't see it as a project just for Ghana Boxing Authority and IMAX Media. This is a national project, and it goes beyond Ghana. So hopefully, we'll get all the stakeholders like yourself involved, you know, partner with the metros, the TV3s, and, you know, multimedia and the national broadcasters to make sure that however we can tell the story of Ghana boxing, we are able to do that.
Great, great, thank you. Let's put our hands together for Young Pofankra. And great personality. His voice would always send shivers down your spines, always get me intimidated. Remember those days at Choice FM and all that. Yao, thank you so much. Yao, I'll call you back. But right about now, shall we give it to Yao again? Let's put our hands together for Yao again. Now, I think that right about now we have to get started. We have to connect to our maker who made it possible. It was a dream that came true when the GBA president came into office. He never believed that after serving about 155 days in office, today will be a memorable day to relaunch, to revitalize, to revive boxing league in Ghana. Let me invite the chaplain of GBA, Mr. Michael Tete, the golden man, to give us the opening prayer. Shall we welcome Mr. Michael Tete?
Shall we pray? Almighty and ever-living Father, we thank you for this beautiful afternoon. Father, Lord, we thank you for the gift of life. Not everybody was able to see today, but by your grace we have all seen today. We thank you for your faithfulness and love. We thank you for your peace and tranquility, grace and mercies. We give glory to you for all the wonderful and good things that you've done for us. Today we are here to finally launch the grand ceremony between the GB and the IMAX Group Media. We ask you to be the chairperson for this program. Without you, we can do nothing. But with you, Christ in our vessel, we will always smile at the storm. So this afternoon, we invite you to take charge of everything that we're going to do here today. So that at the end of the day, we give you all the glory and honor. In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Shall we give it to him? And Mr. Michael Tete would always want to remind us that GBN is a church, so that he become the main pastor, or the leading pastor, as it were. So Michael, thank you very much for this powerful opening prayer. And understand we are live on Max Television, and for those of you who have just joined us, this is live coverage of the much anticipated grand launch of the Ghana Professional Boxing League right here at Dumo Conference Center. And today is Mudo Conference Center. Today is a special day. We've just had the opening prayer. Now, before we go for the introduction of the chairman for the occasion, let me switch over to Ghana Boxing Supporters Union. Just give us a very brief interlude. When we return, we introduce our chairman and we continue. Over to you, Ghana Boxing Supporters Union. That was beautiful. Now, we're just about to know who is going to be the chair for this very special day. This gentleman is representing his boss, and I believe that it's timely because this is one man who has fought tooth and nail for boxing from the amateur to professional level. He is a man of many arts. He is so special. He was here the last time when we launched our websites, we unveiled our brand new car, and unveiled these beautiful national belts that we have on display. Today he is here to chair this very important function. He's a well-known personality. He is the head of technical department at the National Sports Authority. He is a man of so much, and time will not permit me to run through his profile. All that I can say is, with all respect, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the one and only Mr. Kwame Ampufi Jr. Thank you. He is not a boxer. He looks like a basketball player, but he loves boxing so much because of his body size. He's the chairman for the occasion. Mr. Chairman, the audience are in a joyful mood. They expected you to come and tell them more. But the most important thing is that you are the pilot of this event. If you say no as the chair, then all of us will be in disaster. Are you ready to be the chair for this occasion?
Yeah, thank you very much, and the permission to sit. But once my minister's rep is here, I have to get up. So thank you very much. Yes, honorable ministers, rep, all protocols observed. I think it's a great honor and privilege to represent the Director General of the National Sports Authority, who was supposed to be the chair of this function, but had emergency engagement with some external critical stakeholders of the authority. And so I had to rush and come to represent him. Sir, it's a privilege, and because it's about boxing and we are together, and it's all our dream, I can assure you I accept to wear the shoes of my boss. And together with the support I get from my superiors here, we will steer the affairs to a successful end. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very simple. In boxing, we say this is a technical knockout. Yeah, he gave a technical knockout of a acceptance speech from the chair. We are more than ready to go. But before that, let me acknowledge these wonderful personalities who are sparkling today on the high table. And let me begin from the far side, as we say. This is a gentleman who loves boxing so much from the juvenile level. He followed boxing from childhood, even though himself never tested boxing. And then he became an administrator at the amateur level as the treasurer of the Ghana Amateur Boxing Federation. He had a big heart, contested his boss, and defeated him with landslide results. Let's welcome the man who is currently the new Ghana Amateur Boxing Federation, the one, Ebert Korte. Now, sometimes in Ghana, one problem that I have is that a lot of people will not be given responsibility where they have their strength. Fortunately, this edifice has been given one man who understands the politics of sports. He himself being a sport personality before, he was a runner, long distance runner, represented Ghana across Africa and all that. When he came here, some of us in boxing said, hallelujah. And here he is. We've seen a lot of changes, a lot of creativity in here. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the MD of Trust Sports Emporium and former national athlete. Let's welcome Mr. John Yao Nimo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Next to Mr. Yao Nimo, the minister was supposed to be here. He spoke to me and said that he would have wished to be here, but he's supposed to be in cabinet meeting. The deputy also very much engaged. But they have a very strong personality who loves boxing, and he's in charge of human resource management at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Please, let's welcome Mr. Eric Mensah Bonso. Thank you. Very well. Mr. Ampofi, I have already introduced you. Would you need more? Yeah, okay. Very well. Now, this man, you heard Yao mention his name. He always wants to disguise himself. Very simple personality. I was at his office yesterday. When I was stepping out, I saw him going across the road. I said, is this man really? He's the same man. He's man of simplicity, man of wisdom, the man who always wants to share with people. He has made Ghana what it is today when it comes to media relations and broadcasting. He came into the scene within some few years. He was able to poach best talent in Ghana media industry. Today, undoubtedly, when you watch the screen of Max Television, you don't need any argument. There is no debate about it. There is somebody behind it. Who is this man? A very simple man, and I think that I don't know what to say. He is such a wonderful personality, and let's welcome the one and all Mr. Maxwell Techi. I was told you were a boxer before. The welterweight division. Very well. Very well. Yao will tell you more about that. Now, that is my boss. Abraham Nikwe came into the being, he came into boxing from the juvenile amateur. From nowhere, he became the Greater Accra regional chair. He became the second vice of GBA, and today is the president. After 155 days, now we have a brand new car. We have national title belts. We have a brand new car. We have launched our website. Today we are launching a league in Ghana. Let's welcome Abraham Kutenukwe. Good. Okay. DK Poison, Azuma Nelson, Ike Bosuka Korte, Alfred Cobra Korte, Nenea Kunedu. And then it came to a point where we needed a world champ. I mean, it got truncated. The proximity from that to that time was so intense. Ghanaians were very, very worried. He came from nowhere. And he took up Joseph King Konak Beko. Many thought it was a joke. He went and saw and conquered and gave us another world title. Today, as we speak, I cannot call him Coach Adama. No, I can't call him Coach Adama because today is a traditional chief from boxing toward chieftaincy. Shall we please welcome the one and only me, Gontin Ajod the First. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Quickly, let me run through some of the board members who are here. Alaji Tofik, you raise your hand, is a board member, is the chairman of promotions. Alaji, raise your hand. Thank you very much. Next to him, we have Mr. Michael Tete, the vice chairman of promotions. Thank you very much. Next to him is one of the finest ring officials, the SWAG 2017 Best Referee of the Year, and now doubles as the second vice president of Ghana Boxing Authority, Roger Bano. Now, next to him, one of the finest boxers and very, very handsome, even when he was boxing, with beautiful color. Now is the first vice president of Ghana Boxing Authority, Rabo Dodo. And this is a young business executive. He was in the UK some years gone by. He's back home. He's the manager of Wasiru Mohammed. Wasiru Mohammed, he has gone into hibernation and very soon he's going to come back. Let's welcome Mr. John Manfo. He was a boxer. His dad was a boxer. Some of his brothers were boxers. And he really twisted things and became a ring official. Today, he is the head of technical Ghana Boxing Authority, Shadrach Akwe. And this is the Minister of Finance at Ghana Boxing Authority. He's always in tie and jackets. That signifies the man who handles our money. Let's welcome the Treasurer of Ghana Boxing Authority, Lord Akwe. Next to him, this is one of our former boxers and trainer, Coach Mahama. Thank you very much. Now, moving over at the backside, this is a legend, historian, the man who taught me how to do boxing in terms of the jargons, in terms of the adjectives and everything. Let's welcome the one and only. Some call him Metusala. The one and only Mr. J.N. Annan. Thank you. J. Annan. Thank you. Very well. So, next to him is one of our physicians who has been working over the past over 10 years and he's still working with energy. Let's welcome Dr. Ayikwe. Thank you very much. Ayite. Dr. Ayite. Thank you very much. Next to him is former African champ and national champ, Percy Oblitekomi. Thank you very much for coming, sir. Thank you. I'll get back to you. And we also have one of our coaches, finest coaches, who is now growing, gray hair, is also actually growing. We call him Coach Kwe. Coach, let's see you. Thank you very much, sir. So very well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've done with the acknowledgement and introduction of dignitaries who are here. You're still live on Max Television. Today is a day that all of us have been counting down to the much anticipated grand launch of the Ghana Professional Boxing League. Here we come. Now, we would invite one gentleman who is in charge of marketing at the Ghana Boxing Authority. He is going to tell us, why must we venture into this business? Is it viable? Is it productive? He will talk to us and tell us why he thinks that is viable. Let's welcome the one and only Gideon Hansen Apea. Good. How are you, sir?
Fine.
I'm looking around to see your designer. Your designer has done a yeoman's job. It's meant for only today, right? Over to you.
Thank you very much, senior colleague. Welcome to this great event. I welcome the high table, the rep from the ministry, and all protocols observed. Ghana boxing has come a long way, and we know if we go back to the history, some which we came to read. Some of us were not privileged to see those great legends in their heydays. But we also came to see some. We also came to keep wake and watch the great legends like Azuma Nelson. We kept wake and watched the great champions like Ike Bazooka Kwote. We watched Joshua Clotte. We watched the King Kong Agbekos. All these champions have come up over the last several years. Boxing has come through different phases. From the beginning when we started, most of you here will bear witness that it was tougher, much more tougher than we have now. It was difficult to even get a manager. Promotions was not easy. The boxers themselves had to struggle to balance between keeping fit, training, and keeping their tummy intact. It wasn't easy. If you hear the stories from the great Azuma Nelson and all those legends in the past. But then we also saw that we got into a different phase where we had new managers coming up, great promoters, and great matchmakers, the stakeholders, the technical people, the coaches. And so at that point, you see that we've moved from a phase of extreme hardship to a phase of hope. And then in the last 15, 16 years, we came to meet the Martin Boxing League, which also brought out a lot of talent in Ghana. We know that most of our champions, like my senior colleague, Amin Lamte, said that champion King Kong Agbeko moved straight from the Martin League to become a world champion. So indeed, we've come a long way. But it's true that we've done well, but that is not where we want to be. Ghana boxing must do better than what we came to meet. Unfortunately, the great vision of the new board members, led by the president, Mr. Abraham Kote Nikwe, we have seen the picture clearly where we are heading to. A lot is going to change now. We've already started with the branding process, so you can see we have a new boxing logo. We have come up with a new website. And then today, it's phenomenal. It's great. It's a day to see. And I'm very fortunate. I'm very happy. I believe you are also very happy to have today, to be here today. Because this historic event would be remembered years to come from now. And having said all this with regards to the history, we cannot forget the great partner that has made this possible, the IMAX Media Group. In fact, they've broken barrier. They've done what the rest couldn't do. For me, sports in Ghana today, it is IMAX Media Group and the rest. You mention IMAX, and then the rest to come. So this wonderful contract, this wonderful event, this wonderful boxing league that we are starting from next year is going to last for 5 years. We estimate an amount averagely of $340,000 to be spent in the promotions and the various stakeholders. Boxers will fight, coaches, the stages that will mount, the grounds that will be paid for. All this wonderfully has been catered for by the IMAX Media Group. So, when we are branding, we don't brand in vacuum. We brand a product. We brand life. We brand reality. We all know how far we have come. We all know the challenges we've had. Why should we today want to go back or want to start a Ghana Professional Boxing League? Why? Because you and I know that you can't be a footballer and be playing table tennis every day. If you're a footballer, you train and you have to be on the pitch and play. Boxing in the past or in the last few years have been greatly affected by activity. Since the exit of the Martin League, reasons for which I don't know, we had Fist of Fury that also came targeting amateur boxing, targeting juvenile and professional. But we saw that the frequency and the intensity of Fist of Fury did not give enough to boxers and professional boxers for that matter because of how often we did it. But for today, it's interesting to know that the Ghana Professional Boxing League is going to be very intense. For the first time in our history, we are going to have boxers, professional boxers for that matter, fighting twice every month, fighting every 2 weeks. So that is a big step. That means that there's going to be series of boxing activities. There's going to be a lot on the media. After every fight, the next week, we're going to have a lot of comments, a lot of discussions, and are going on. And you see, when I was young, Arena, the SDA school, opposite the SDA school, there's this Methodist school there. They had uncompleted building, and we used to go there, pay for our own gloves. We pay, and then we choose a partner, and then we fight. That's how much Ghanaians love boxing. That's how much the home of boxing, Jamestown, British Accra, the Great Bukom, the Dungeons of Bukom, that is how much we love boxing. We pay and we fight those days. My time, I don't know about the current times, but I know that was what we were doing. But I did not become a boxer. So I believe strongly that we are now, per this arrangement, going to take boxing to the communities. It's true, okay, permit me to use Gan a bit. It's true, okay, we also have to know is that we cannot ignore the Egbe Eshwan aspect. So you don't only have all the champions coming from Bukum. Our champion Maxwell Cornedo was not from Bukum. Good. So it tells you that some great boxers, great talents will come from Choco. Maxwell Cornedo. The mother. Okay. okay. So it tells us that our communities and the talents that we have in the respective communities, we want to drive the love. We want to increase it. We want to stir the passion for boxing. So there's going to be interviews in the community. Anytime a boxer from a particular community fights, there's going to be interviews. So you see, it's not going to be just the fight. It's going to be also the communities. It's going to be also a fight for pride. It's not just for the money in the pocket, but for pride. Pride of our communities, pride of our streets, understand, and pride of our talent and capabilities. So this is what we are likely to see in the coming months as we enter the year 2022. With the Ghana Professional Boxing League, you should be ready for a blast. Now, one interesting thing is that this time, it's going to be a very competitive event. Every fight will be very competitive because the gyms will be fighting for pride. The boxers will be fighting for pride. So nobody will be below for anybody. And when it is so, when it is competitive that way, that is when we see the best of skills. That is where we see the best of talent. And that is where we see great champions emerging from the system. Again, it's very pathetic if we work and we cannot get what to keep and maintain us from our work. We know that not all boxers have managers. And we live in a human institution. Some boxers also might have minor challenges with their managers. And when that happens, it affects their everything. But this time, the Professional Boxing League is going to pay boxers for every fight. It's going to pay their technical. So thank you very much, great supporters team. So it is going to make the boxers not think of what to eat after training. It's very inhuman and demeaning if you go run, go to the gym, hit the punching bag and come back and there's nothing for you to eat. So this Ghana Professional Boxing League will solve that problem. And then the technical directors, the coaches, you also will not be ignored. Once you present a boxer for every fight, every 2 weeks, every boxer that you present, there is something that is allocated to you. So you present 2 boxers, you get ×2. You present 4 boxers, you get ×4. So if you are a coach, if I am a coach, I won't sleep. I'll make sure that my boxers will always dominate and carry the day. So that's another aspect of it. Now, you see, in everything we do, branding is key. And that is where we are now. We are going to have to see that our gyms are branded. We are going to have to see that our boxers are branded. Afe noko keke. Understand? So that the eye that is watching will also know that these people are what? Serious. Okay. Then let me conclude. There's a lot to say, but it appears the time is not enough, so I will run through quickly. Max has done the undoable. But Max alone will not continue carrying this. And so we're saying that we have presented a fantastic product to Ghana, to corporate entities in Ghana. And we are saying that it is time for them to step up. You see, boxing is one of the best combat sports. And we know that it takes energy, it takes skill, it takes discipline to be able to be at the top. So Ghana Professional Boxing League is coming in to produce champions. Where are the brands? You don't put money in boxing and not get it back. We are going to the communities and we are going to brand the product, the boxers in the community. So if you are supporting the boxers and supporting the gym, you will be heard of in the communities. We are going to go to the regions. Thank God for IMAX Media Group. They have the state-of-the-art equipment. They have the moving vans, so they can go to Tamale, they can go to Takrady, they can go to Kumasi, everywhere in Ghana. And so if you are a corporate entity watching us today, and you want to invest in Ghana boxing, invest in where your leading brand will now become a champion brand. Because the Ghana Professional Boxing League is producing champions. On this note, I'll thank you all for coming. I would encourage you to keep the momentum on. And I will say that we want to see the best of fights, the best of shows. I will be present in all the fights. And so please, make sure that you give us the best. The boxers, the coaches, the matchmakers, give us the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. That was Gideon Hansen Apea. Is the man in charge of marketing at Ghana Boxing Authority. And I know he has presented an irresistible meal to our potential sponsors that if you want your brand to be the leader, you need to come on board so that your brand will never be the leader alone. It will become the champion of your vicinity wherever you run your business. Thank you very much for this wonderful and powerful presentation. Before we get to the meat of presentation today, where you have the nitty-gritty of the deal signed by GBA and IMAX Media, let me invite the president of Ghana Boxing Authority. He's going to stay there because we don't have a podium here. So he's going to tell us where are we coming from, where are we, and where are we going. Let's welcome the GBA President, Ibrahim Kute Nikwe.
Thank you, Supporters Union. Mr. Chama, yes. Our special guest of honor from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, here with us, the Director Human Resource, the Chairman from the National Sports Authority, that is the Deputy Director, my senior brother, Mr. Ampofin, the Managing Director of Transport Emporium Limited, my own senior brother again, Mr. John Nimo, GBA Executive Board members, my own Director, IMAX, veteran boxers, active boxers, promoters, Chembra Onupa, Ni Gan, the managers, ring officials, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to officially welcome you all to the grand launching of Ghana Professional Boxing League to help sustain our passion for boxing at the same time shape the career of our boxers and create wealth for stakeholders from the business point of view. Mr. Chairman, today marks 155 days since I and some of my executive board members were elected into office to steer the affair of Ghana Boxing Authority and take it to another level. As part of our efforts to achieve the compelling vision, exactly 35 days ago, we met here to officially launch our 10 new national titles, a new car, and a GBA website. Mr. Chairman, today marks yet another important day in the history of Ghana Boxing Authority. For the period under review, since I took over this year as the GBA president, we have won 4 Africa Championship titles, 3 national titles already won, and many others scheduled to take place on 24th, 25th, and 26th December of this month. Mr. Chairman, I have promised to offer a new face of professional boxing to interested stakeholders who wish to conduct themselves for the benefit of all. Boxing remained the #1 sport in Ghana, even though the investment in boxing have been significant when compared to the investment made in football by the government. This one comes to the ministry, and then my sports directors, they are here. Yes. Boxing has brought more international honor than any other sporting discipline in Ghana. And I know you say it is true. Yes. I mean, the facts are there for all to see. Boxing alone have produced 10 world champions across different weight divisions over the period, and football is yet to give you a single World Cup. Mr. Chairman, the last time we met here, I hinted on the reintroduction of the boxing league put together by the GBA and the media partner. Today we are here to witness the official launch of the concept design by both Ghana Boxing Authority and IMAX Media Group, and name it Ghana Professional Boxing. I hope you have to clap for this. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Professional Boxing will be held in 2 seasons in a year for a period of 5 years. Mr. Chairman, the grand final for the 2 seasons will be held every 26th day of December in each year. The Boxing League will have boxers of all weight categories participating from selected active boxing gyms for each boxing league season. That notwithstanding, the introduction of the boxing league is not to discourage promoters. And let me go back. Not to discourage promoters and matchmakers from organizing fights. There will be 2 weeks space in a month available. I think you have to clap for this one too. So we are going to work alongside our promoters as well. for them to stage their fight. The effort of promoters can only be described as complementary to what the league can offer our boxers. Mr. Chairman, my utmost agenda is to consider the welfare and interests of boxers and trainers, since they are the foundation of boxing in all aspects. Ladies and gentlemen, the boxing league will be a great benefit to all stakeholders, as boxers will be active, maintain constant training, enhance their records, and create more healthy competition among themselves. It will also help shape their talent and prepare them for national and Africa, Commonwealth, and world titles as well. These boxers will at least have something every fortnight in the form of cash and other products to help them regain their dignity and integrity as professional boxers. Mr. Chairman, the recent of boxing development through the boxing league should be current call to all stakeholders in boxing and all other interested parties to get involved so we can establish a win-win situation for all. I would also like to seize this opportunity to invite the corporate bodies, potential sponsors, and our media partners to help promote boxing in Ghana and beyond. Mr. Chairman, let me at this stage inform you and the general public that the Ghana Boxing Authority has agreed on 5 years development boxing league project that would cost our media partners, IMAX Media Group, open $1,700,000. That is $1,700,000 meant for production, content, live coverage, boxer spares, publicity, and promotions. I believe Mr. Fadi Fatah will come over later on to explain further of the sponsorship package from IMAX Media Group. Mr. Chairman, I would like to respectfully commend my able executive board members, boxers, trainers, all other stakeholders for their support, hard working, and commitment throughout process leading to today's grand launch. I came into office halfway in 2021, but I think it's important to congratulate all stakeholders in boxing for their individual and collective support, collective effort in the year under review, and wish to state that very soon the GBA will establish a special award night to honor all hard-working stakeholders in the sport. I want you to see something. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, in conclusion, I would like to once again welcome all of you to this grand launch of Ghana Professional Boxing League, where we make champions. I wish you all Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Wonderful.
Very well. Thank you very much for such a wonderful, inspiring, and motivating speech from the GBA president. And he has made another promise. He was here 35 days ago to promise that there is something in the pipeline, and indeed it came to pass today. The relationship between IMAX Media and GBA, today we are here to witness its consummation. He promised that he is going to establish a desk that would take care of rewarding, acknowledging individuals who have made it big from the beginning till today with regards to Ghana professional boxing. So once again, Mr. President, thank you so much. We are excited. Now let's get to the domain of IMAX Media Group. Yao mentioned the name earlier. He is one of the key factors when it comes to Martin Boxing League. He doubles as a marketing executive, a brand executive. He is also into content and production. He understands boxing more than I do. I just run commentary and run MCN, but he understands the technicality when it comes to live coverage of boxing events. Let's welcome the one and only Al-Hajj Fadi Fatah.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dignitaries on the high table. I would say doctors, professors, CEOs, MDs, board members, etc. As well our honorable GBA board members, the GYM's representatives, and then our colleagues in the media, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special day, especially for me. I've been in this before since 2000, where I was part of the initiators of the Boxing League. We thank God today we're here back to introduce the new Ghana Professional Boxing League. This is something for IMAX Media is huge. You know, IMAX Media is solely owned by a Ghanaian, which is Mr. Maxwell Techi. He is the IMAX Media Group chairman and then CEO. Let's give him a hand of applause, please. Under the IMAX Media, which I want you to know that we have Max TV, which is a free-to-air TV station, which is basically broadcasting nationwide and is free-to-air and then available just with the press of a button on your TV set. We as well have under IMAX Media Group Max FM, which covers the Greater Accra regional capital, part of the Eastern and then Volta and Central region. As well, we have the Western region that is Takrady, Maximum FM. We are in the pipeline in the soon future, within the coming 4-5 months, to put up our new TV station setups in Kumasi, Tamale, Sunyani, and Wa, inshallah. So let's move into the other side. You know, I've been monitoring the boxing for some time. Since 16 years, nothing has happened in the industry in Ghana in boxing. Presidents come, president went off, president came back, new ones on, new one off, nothing happened. I'm very happy, and it gladdens my heart and IMAX Media that we have today a very vibrant president of the Ghana Boxing Authority. Let me tell you, let me tell you something. The Ghana Boxing Authority, today it's standing for the new face of boxing. Let's give it a big applause. And to add to our president and our other members who spoke earlier, as well, the introduction of the Ghana Professional Boxing League That's going to be where champions will be made, and they are made. So that's another platform for our boxing. Let's go to big business so we don't waste too much time. You know, IMAX Media Group, as the President said, in what we are investing, which is $340,000 US annually, which comes over the 5 years to $1.7 million, but it is broken down into different categories. Before we go into that one, we want to as well announce that IMAX Media Group, it's an official licensed promoter and as well manager, which means we have all the license to operate within the boxing fraternity. Now, this league will be basically staged bi-weekly. We have done already the calendar, which we'll release at the end of my speech so that we know when is the starting date. Basically, it is a bi-weekly starting in February, every other week. It is on Saturday nights. It is 3 to 4 hours, depending on how the bouts go. It is 7 bouts in a fight night, and then basically 2 professional and 5 other amateurs or juvenile fights to support the night fights. As well, the new introduction too, maybe we haven't said it, it's going to be like, if you know football, you have first round, second round. And this season, we're going to have season 1, season 2. So when we are saying we are starting, it's going to be 10 weeks of bi-weekly fights. So when you start in, let's say, February, by first week of June, we end the first round. That is after 10 bouts, nights every other week. Then we take a rest of 2 months and start back middle of August and end, as President said rightly, every year on the 26th is going to be the Ghana Boxing Authority and the league finals every year. So let's take an attention that from now going on, every year we have our festival for the Ghana Boxing Authority on the 26th. So now, what is our obligation? You know, there's a lot of things goes into production, promoting, boxing. We've been already in football. As well, I want to thank our chairman, Mr. Maxwell Tichi, for putting a lot of effort and investment, not only by showing the live, but by as well investing in the latest equipments. I mean, today, as we are standing here, IMAX Media Group is the only TV network broadcast have and is very ready with the latest technology of OB vans, equipment, digital cameras, HD broadcast, fiber optic, via satellite, name it. And then we have the capacity and the manpower with 3 units with over just 120 crew members just working on a live event, broadcast, production, and promotion. So let's give him a big hand. So somebody will say, oh, 340,000, where is the money going? But let me explain to you. We have taken upon ourselves to stage the fights. As rightly, I think my colleague said from the GBA that we're going to be paying for staging the fight, the allowances, the boxes, the fixing of the rings, the referees, the judges, lighting, system, PA, etc. So you know, most of you as well do promotion, or some of you, you know how much does it cost. And when you multiply, like we have in a year, 10 bouts every season, 2 seasons are 20 nights bouts, and every night bouts have 7 fights. We are talking annually, we are producing 140 boxing fights. That is history in Ghana Boxing Authority. So when you take it, and frankly, I'll be honest with you, we never calculated this, but automatically we are realizing that we are now coming to compete with our football GFA, because even with the Ghana Football Authority, which we are the official broadcast and then production company, we do in a year 150 live football games. So comparing to boxing, I think we are very fast, we are on the right move, and we are about to make big. Ghana boxing is going to be back big in Ghana. To me, and not only to me, I'm an African like you. Maybe it's only my color, but I'm an African like you. And I will tell you, boxing is not just like a sport or a normal sport. Boxing is a religion. And I'm telling you, we all feel it's like a religion. So that passion in all of us is very phenomenal. Now, apart from the staging, we go now to the production. And you will see it with your own eyes when we start the boxing promotion. That you will see Obi Vans, you have 23-member crew on the floor working. Latest 8 to 12 camera production, which has never been done before in Ghana, with slow motion, 3-4 different angles, with graphics, with tags. I mean, broadcast uplink, downlink, satellite is a lot of work, and that costs a lot. I mean, I'll just give you off the mind. It is not less than 100 to 150,000 Ghana cedis producing a 4 hours of a fight, night fight for boxing. So that's a lot of money. So when you start to calculate in your mind, and you see that 20 fights, you'll know that how much amount of money we are spending. We move again to the backyard, what we are doing, which is at our studios. As well, we are doing all the promos on weekly basis. We are doing the graphics. We are doing a daily news. This is the first time the Ghana Boxing Authority will be in the limelight, because we're going to have every day on our sports news, there's an item about Ghana Boxing Authority. And then we have created a 1-hour program every Monday, time to be agreed, but so far it's 3 to 4 in the afternoon and repeated in the evening and the other day, which after the fight of the Saturday, then we have post-fight analysis and interviews. And then the Monday after, the upcoming Saturday, then we'll have as well another interview and fight. So you're going to have a boxing sports program, which may be called maybe Boxing Headquarters or whatever it is, and from there we take it up. So you will be every day on radio, every day on television, and that's something never happened. Apart from boxing, from football, every day we hear football, football, football. Ghana boxing is back, and not foreign boxing, it's Ghana local boxing. We've made a lot of champions before, and we are ready to make more champions coming ahead. So not to waste more of your time, I just want to tell you that I'm very happy. IMAX Media Group, on behalf of Mr. Maxwell Techi, we are very excited. We are very delighted. We are part of this big family, and I'm telling you, you have not seen yet anything. It's coming. And what is coming is greater than what we have seen before. So the last word will be, long live IMAX Media, long live Ghana Boxing Authority, long live Ghana. Thank you.
Well, did I say more? I think that let's give it again to Alhaji Fadi Fatah. You know, he was born and bred here in Ghana. So that is why he says that he's an African, undoubtedly. He's my boss. I quite remember when I was at Metro TV a couple of years ago. I think it's more than 19 years ago. I don't want to get into details. Let's hold that. Fadi, you are the best. Sure, man. Now, so this is the man who has break down the details of what the president said. $1.7 million package. I mean, 450,000 annually. He has break it down from the production point of view, content, boxers press and all that. Now, Fadi, your job is not over. Now, we have to sign the agreement officially to symbolize this event between IMAX and GBA. So Fadi is going to take us through the process. And fortunately, the two personalities are seated shoulder to shoulder. But they are not boxers, though. They are not boxers. If it is going to be boxing, then Yao and Co should have to support Mr. Tichi. Because our chairman is already loaded. So... Okay. So, Yao, Yeah, Yao should come closer. Now hold it. Thank you, Ghana Supporters Union. Yao, now this is very symbolic. We've heard from our marketing director, Ghana Boxing Authority. Mr. President, hold on. You are in a hurry. Oh, miniature. Now you can see how really enthusiastic the GBA president is. Yao, a brief comment before Fadi will take us through the process. Now, very exciting and very symbolic.
Yeah, this is history, as Mr. President said, as Mr. Fadi Fatal said, this is history being made. And never in the history of Ghana are we having, I think in Africa, South Africa were able to do maybe a quarter of what we're about to do. So this is the first time in the history of Ghana, West Africa, Africa, and maybe in the world, maybe it's only the Americans, you know, the Europeans who can compete with this. So this is our brand. This is something that all of us should hold dearly to. It's not just about the Ghana Boxing Authority, IMAX, boxing. As I said, it's a big industry. And I understand why Mr. President is in a hurry. Because history, you know, when the moment comes, you seize it. And he doesn't want to waste time, you know, so he can continue.
Yeah, very well. So Fadi, so who is going to sign first? So we're handing over the microphone to Fadi.
Well, we'll not waste much time. I mean, already we had meetings over meetings, and then the contracts have been discussed and then screened by both parties, including all the members of the GBA last week. So today is the official signing. So we just want to witness the signatory of our two senior people, the president of the GBA and Mr. Maxwell Techi, the president, chairman, CEO of IMAX Media. So kindly append your signatory, and we'll do after a session of pictures for exchange of the contracts.
Very well. So the GBA president has signed. Now is the turn of Mr. Maxwell Techi signing the second one. Yeah, at this stage, you dare not make mistake when you are signing.
So this is commentary on the signing, eh? Very well. Okay. So yes, the CEO of IMAX Media, Mr. Maxwell Techi, appending his signature to the contract, and it's between the two parties. And indeed, this is after discussions, dialogue, a lot of Giorgio behind the scenes, which has taken a lot of time. With your good self, the board, and other executives. This is the boxing family, the boxing fraternity in Ghana, making sure that they do the right thing. An agreement between the Ghana Boxing Authority and IMAX Media. So
okay. Fadi?
I think now for the media, let's get attention. If anyone want to take pictures, you can come forward. The president and the CEO and chairman of IMAX Media will exchange the contracts. So maybe we can come forward to the...
Okay. Now, what is going to happen is that today is very historic. The two personalities, where are the camera guys? The journalists, can you pick them? Please, can you pick them? Now, move to the backdrop. So, very well. This is GBA. Mr. Mafu, kindly get there and get us a special one for the GBA. Solo, you come down. So, they have exchanged the documents, which is very significant and wonderful. Mr. Maxwell Techi and Ibrahim Kote Nikwe, they have done that. Yao, I think you've mentioned the word historic, and I think this is really memorable.
Oh yes, very memorable, very historic, and hopefully this is the foundation of greater things to come. In a few years' time, we should be here talking about the champions that will come out of this.
What your boss want to say a word, or is a man of few words, or we should leave him?
He's a man of few words. He's an action man. But on this occasion, I don't know if he gives me the signal.
No, he has given you the signal. He needs to say something. He's live. Mr. Techi, you're alive. Yeah, says that you have given him the signal. Now, just a simple word. Just a word.
We just hope for the success of this partnership. That's all.
Thank you very much. So, shall we have you for a picture, please? Mr. President, please come here. Let's come here. After that, the GBA officials will come. Join them. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Corte. Fadi, join. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Now, can we have GBA officials, GBA, members of GBA, join Mr. Techi and Mr. Kote Nikwe.
The bells, they can hold it, right? The bells, what do you think? No, it's okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. We are. Thank you very much. We thank you so much for this one. We thank you so much for this wonderful show of creativity from the Ghana Boxing Supporters Union. And I've seen the vice president, the second vice president of Ghana Amateur Boxing Federation, Mr. Solomon Otu. Is he here? I saw him a while ago. Solomon Otu is not here, but I want to congratulate all the executive members who have been elected to steer the affairs of amateur boxing in Ghana for the next 4 years. Now, we have reached a very important segment of the event. We are almost done. But you're still live on Max Television for the grand launch of the Ghana Professional Boxing League. It has come to stay. Now, Mr. Eric Mensah Bonso from the Ministry of Youth and Sports is Director in charge of Human Resource Management. He's representing the Ministry of Youth and Sports. He is going to do us the honor to declare today this event officially launched. I know he has a message from the minister. He will deliver that, and at the tail end of his delivery, he would officially launch this day. Shall we please welcome Mr. Eric Mensah Bonso.
Thank you very much. What I will say is that GBA and IMAX Media Group, you have done it all. Yes, I bring you greetings from the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports. Anyway, all protocols observed. Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, who was eager to grace this occasion personally, but
Get on the ball with BetFox. Experience Ghana's biggest ACA bonus, paying 1,000% and more, starting from just 2 selections. Boost your winnings and receive any withdrawals instantly on your Momo wallet. Register now at www.betfox.com.gh. BetFox, we boost them. Official betting sponsors for the EPL broadcast on Max TV. Get on the ball with BetFox. Experience Ghana's biggest ACA bonus, paying 1,000% and more, starting from just 2 selections. Get on the ball with Bet.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, you. Let him talk to you. Who will be careful Endpoint one? Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, you. Let him talk to you. Who will be careful Endpoint one?
Chesenami and Kasami Pro, let's say problems room. Intina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chese na nyana sam ketewa na m coin point no mo hwe me modam no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro a me faae no ene ma won kra mienu hofro kwa na m coin mu a eba ti ani je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante ene ne ko Endpoint o mama nuru a ene ne ho ade a wotumi asori anante.
That's Endpoint for you. Of Acrobato. Hello. Hey, Oshushu what che? Okay. Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health.
All the sporting activities. So the ministry is not going to concentrate on only football. All sporting activities will have their share. So I wish to state, however, that the government alone cannot adequately support sports. For this reason, I urge corporate bodies and individuals to come up with initiatives that would encourage and motivate our young people to participate in more sporting activities, like what the IMAX Group have done. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the President of the Republic of Ghana for the enviable leadership role he has exhibited and continue to exhibit to ensure that COVID protocols are strictly observed to limit the impact of COVID in Ghana. Through his diplomatic engagement, he has been able to secure COVID-19 vaccines to vaccinate Ghana's population at no cost, which has resulted in the possibility of this gathering. As we enter into Christmas festival, there will be so many gatherings by families, churches, sportsmen and women and other bodies. That is why it is imperative that we all partake in the mandatory COVID vaccination to save ourselves and humanity. So, on behalf of the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, and top management of the ministry, I'd like to thank the Ghana Boxing Authority for this initiative. It is our fervent hope that in the year 2022, the GBA will receive enough sponsorship from corporate bodies And with the support of Ghana government, the GBA will be rejuvenated to gain its international prestige. Thank you very much, and thank you all. May God bless you.
Let's give it to him again, please. Let's give it. You know, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, was a boxer himself. Yeah, he was a boxer, if you care to know. And so I know why director strategically mentioned him. Because the GBA and IMAX have planned to visit him officially to inform him about this league concept. You know, the president would come to our aid. It has been done for football. Boxing, for me, being #1 sport in the country with 10 solid world titles, deserve more. Thank you very much. Mr. Fadi Fatah would want to make a quick comment regards to our media partners. Yes, he wants to clarify issues because we have media partners, not only IMAX. IMAX are the big fish. It is the big fish, but we have others who would also come and support our media partners. He wants to share something with you.
Okay, you know, it's a discussion we had with the Ghana Boxing Authority in terms of the rights. So just let me make it clear to our all friends and media partners that as at IMAX Media Group, we are a very open-hearted group, a broadcasting company. We have decided with the GBA, the Max TV will have all the fights bouts live, but we are allowing any TV station or radio to come and then bring one camera to cover for the highlights for the next day. But please, not for live broadcast. It's only for Max TV and Max FM. But you are allowed to come, though we are the exclusive right holders for this tournament, so you can have your own footage, your own presentation, your own interviews with whatever you want to do. But exclusivity is for Max TV and the live as well. So please, all the media, you are welcome. Like today, we have TV3 in our midst and other TV stations. You are welcome every time, but please, not for live broadcast, for delayed, what they call it, footages on your sports highlights. So that's basically what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you. And let me also add, with the live streaming on social media is a part. So when you come to the event, you can do your recordings, your interviews, and go and play it back in your studios, but you don't have the right to, live streaming, live coverage of the event. If you want to do that, you need to sit down with IMAX and agree on certain conditionalities. Thank you so much. Now, we just have about 5 minutes, and I want to move to the media Q&A. If you have any questions regards to what you've heard from the GBA president, from Fadi Fatah, from the ministry, from the National Sports Authority, if you have any questions that you think you need some clarifications or answers, we are ready for you. Kindly raise your hand and then let's introduce yourself and let's hear your question. Let me acknowledge the media team put together by the Ghana Boxing Authority, led by my good friend Derek Ankra. The team is here. I understand that they've said that I've not acknowledged them. Could they raise their hands a bit? Let me see their hands up. Those on the media committee, thank you very much, Derek. Yeah, we want the media. If you have any question, if you can raise the questions. Prince, okay, General, let's hear you. You go ahead. We will hear you. They will hear you. Okay, General is one of our senior-most journalists in this country.
Thank you very much. I want to know whether you're going to feature female boxers in the league. Thank you.
That's a good one. They will answer you. Female boxers. Derek, any comment briefly?
Well, mine will be a question to the ministry, the one from the ministry. You know, in football, we saw the president put together corporate companies to support the Blasters, to raise some funds to support the Blasters. I want to find out if the president or the ministry will do same for boxing to support what we have.
Good one. So, Mr. Director, take notes. We need 2 more, and then we can quickly switch to word of thanks and then prayer, and then we call it a day. Okay, come over. Come over with your camera. Because of airtime. So the last one, okay? Don't worry, Yao, don't worry. We'll get there quickly. GBC, come. Adewusra now, Brad, come.
Yeah, I want to find out, is there any insurance covering the boxes? Because I didn't hear anything about that. Thank you.
Fantastic. Let's put our hands together for him. So the insurance company watching us, this is a big deal. You need to come on board because, yes, we've done all that we could. Both the GBA and then IMAX, yes, they have their own insurance package that is going to cover them. But for the boxes and other things, this is a big deal. You need to come on board. The last question, and then we go for the answers, and then we call it a day. Okay, very well. The last question. Very well. The questions are very clear.
All right, my name is Alexander from EIB Network. I want to know how many boxers will participate, and then the grand prize for the winner, and then also the modalities involved. Thank you.
Okay. Very well. So we are looking at the first question. Fadi, you have to be here. Now let me go to the ministry. The question is, we've seen in football where the president strategically before AFCON, they were targeting almost about $25 million. So for understand that they've had about $5 million. Is boxing also going to get similar support from the president?
Thank you very much. The President of the Republic has requested the ministry to submit to cabinet sports fund, the way we are going to organize or handle or develop sports fund, so that the fund will be a pot where all of the federations can tap into. Recently, the ministry has been supporting most of the federations that have been going out there and winning medals and bringing them to the ministry. So the issue is to organize something for all federations, and that's why we are working on the sports fund. So the question as to whether we are going to do same for boxing, the government will continue to support boxing. But as to raising funds, we raise funds for all federations. So we are doing the sports fund for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, let me answer quickly. We have 12 boxing gymnasiums for starters. Almost about 40 boxers will be fighting. So that's it. With regards to the prices, I want to assure this is not our last meeting. We will be meeting again. Okay, probably to learn something, and then we can outline the benefit that will come and the winners and all that. That will come in a jiffy. Probably from today onwards, we'll try to plan that and come and tell you. So for the prices, they are there. But 40 boxes, 12 boxing gymnasium would compete. For the insurance.
Well, the insurance is something normal we do every time we do boxing or football or any sporting event. Definitely this will come from sponsorship. So as we are starting now, we'll be looking for sponsorship, and then definitely before the league starts in February, we'll have a good package from some sponsored companies and insurance. So we shouldn't worry. All the 40 boxers will be insured, including our crews and all the people involved in the boxing. So no worries at all. Okay. I have one question to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. As we have said it, and we know our Excellency the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, he used to be a boxer and he's a fan of boxing. We're asking you today, and today I'm taking the GBA President and the IMAX Media that please, you have to organize for us a meeting with the President. His endorsement is very good for the association and the tournament, morally, and not for anything else. Thank you very much.
I know my uncle will do that. He will do that. And some of us are very close to the minister. And I know we would fashion out a way to meet the president, because already the GB has planned something for the president. We want to present something special to the president. So this has really coincided. So we tried as much as we can to make sure that the president will listen to us and the goodies will fall in place. Now, before we get in for the closing prayer and the word of thanks, let me go to the chairman, Mr. Ampofi. You've been observing, witnessing, smiling, overly excited. Now we come to you as the chairman for the occasion. You give us your closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm being careful not to breach protocols. Yes, because that's my honorable minister sitting down there. Yeah, I think, honorable minister, with your permission and our GBA president and executive, it's a very huge milestone that your regime has actually struck to get a wholly Ghanaian investor to dole out such huge capital to sustain the development of a particular sport. I think, as the minister said, the National Sports Authority, the Director General, is equally grateful and happy about the entire project. Again, we did hear and are taking home that the welfare and the interest of our boxers in sports, the product is the boxers. And so once that is catered for, the goal of the ultimate project has been achieved. That is another critical news we are taking home and we are very proud of. The support needed from the ministry and the National Sports Authority, luckily, once the minister has spoken and endorsed it, I'm sure my Director General, Professor Peter Chumesi, is equally in support and you can count on him. Again, the stimulation of the local economy, the investment that will accrue to our boxers, and the regular engagement, the hawkers, and the sustainability of the project for that period, we have no doubt that the local economy is equally going to be stimulated. And so the rippling effect is assured. In concluding, we can only together applaud IMAX Media Group, a wholly Ghanaian investor, and to encourage him that for this and many other moves, the state, on behalf of the Director General of the National Sports Authority, and of course my boss here, will always at each step be with you. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Mr. Ampofi, I think I need to come home and learn from you. Your sense of summary, precision in delivery, yes, as a communicator and lecturer in communication and journalism, I think that I need you. I need to learn from you so that I can also impact to my students. Let's put our hands together for him. Wonderful. Great. And we are moving back to the man. He was not a boxer. He was a runner, an athlete. And he's in charge of this edifice. This is one of the best conference hall that you can have for any event. Social events, marriages, outdooring, mention it. And when you go out there, the swimming pool is there. We have gymnasium there. There are so many facilities here that you can come and patronize. The man, he came in a couple of months ago and he has changed the face of this edifice. He's a man of activity. He's very proactive. He wants to give us the vote of thanks. Let's listen to the one and only managing director of our Sports Emporium. Put hands together for him, please.
Good evening, members. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Minister, we thank you for your presence. We want to thank the Lord for giving us the strength to be here, because without him, we wouldn't be here. We want to thank AMAS and GBA for putting together this program. We know we as Transport Emporium is going to benefit us a lot. It's going to make us the center of boxing And that is what we have envisioned for a long time. Our facilities here are meant to develop lesser funded sports. Volleyball, basketball, badminton, boxing, all the sporting activity that the ministry has neglected. We are here to fund them. But we know with the coming in of the sports fund, things are going to change. Yes, we know it will change the paradigm. It will shift in towards the best of us. And unfortunately, it's the lesser sport that win medals. When we go to events, we are less funded, but we win the medals for the nation. The big ones don't win. So we thank everybody, the media, for coming here. Transport Emporium offers so many things. We have 7 facilities. The physio, the swimming pool. We have the Gamashi Hall for hosting indoor games. We can have all the indoor games hosted here. This time, volleyball and other games are changing. According to sports science, the wind affects the performance, and therefore they are trying now to host it indoor so that there will be less effect of wind. We have here too, you can organize your wedding reception, your outdooring, any outdoor activity. And we are COVID compliant. You can see that we have all the gadgets to ensure that you are COVID-19 compliant. So please come bring your activities here. And we are well prepared to host you, to make sure that you live the great experience. And we hope with the partnership with GBA, we will transform this place as the center of boxing in Africa. We as managers of the facility, we have granted GBA special concessional rate to use the facility. Very, very low rate, just to recover our cost of electricity and so on, so that this league will flourish and translate into generating champions. Because one of our objectives as an institution is to create a pipeline of world champions. And so this boxing league is in tandem with our objective. And we'll do everything to support it so that we get a champion. And that is where our joy will be complete. So we thank all of you for gracing the occasion. And may God bless us all and give us the strength to implement this come February 2022. Thank you.
Yeah, we have to wrap up. You know, yeah, you and I had a chance of doing marketing, and then you have an individual within 2-3 minutes, he was able to combine. Managing director, I want you to listen to my 7 year. I did marketing. He also did marketing. I did PR. He also did PR. I'm saying that I have learned something from you. We are live on television. You were able to combine PR, marketing, branding, and vote of thanks at the same time. Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, very fantastic, very experienced man, and as you said, we have to learn from the best. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that at this juncture, we've come to the end of this wonderful, wonderful grand launch of Ghana Professional Boxing League. I'm excited to be closer to Yao. Yao has given me all the support, and he's going to give us the closing prayer. You should be a pastor today.
He wants to give me a knockout. But before then, I believe female boxing has a place to play. It has a role. Yes, and the gentleman, who's the most appropriate to tell us about how female boxing is going to play a role in that?
We are really working around the clock. We wouldn't want to move too fast because this is just like status. We've done that in the past 16 years. We want to weigh the situation. We have female boxers coming up. We want to make sure we prepare them. Most of them are the amateur level. The professional boxers, female professional boxers are not so much active now. So we can even pick them from the amateur. We can introduce them in one of the undercards as we go along. But they are not professional boxers. Very well.
So I hope your question has been answered. Yes, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we bow down heads for the final prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for bringing us here for this wonderful occasion. We know that you are a God of action and you're a God of wisdom, and all these are components of boxing. Father, I pray that as we begin this journey, you were there before us, giving us the idea. You're here now with us, and you will be with us in this journey. May you continue to guide, protect, and bless us exceedingly beyond our expectations. And every single person involved in this, I'll call it revolution or crusade in Ghana boxing, Father, bless them mightily. Everyone here, everyone watching at home, and anyone associated with this should be exceedingly blessed. We ask this through your Son and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
IMAX, you need a church. IMAX, you need a church. Right? Yeah. Thank you. And thank you all for coming. God bless you.
To Max by Teleshopping. Today on Max by Teleshopping, we bring you the leading mobile phone brand in Africa and beyond. Today we introduce the latest version of the Common series, Common 18 Premier.
So the features are, it has a 6.7 120 FHD AMOLED display, a 4750 mAh with 33 flash charge, 1080 by 2400 pixels, a CPU Helio of G95 processor, with a memory of 256 plus 8 GB, a 32 megapixel front camera with dual flash, a 64 megapixel triple rear camera with quad flash, an HIOS based on Android 11, a side-mounted fingerprint proximity. The Tecno Common 18 Premier, which was selling at 2,200, is now selling at 2,075 Ghana cedi. And yeah, it has a 12 plus 1 month warranty.
Call now on 030-2750-308 or visit our website at www.maxbuy.com.gh to order now. You can also get the MaxBuy app from the Play Store or App Store to place your order now.
On Friday, the 24th of December, there will only be one destination in the minds of everyone in Ghana.
All roads lead to all.
On Friday, the 24th of December, there will only be one destination in the minds of everyone in Ghana.
All roads lead to all TCL showrooms nationwide for the TCL Pre-Xmas promo.
Enjoy up to unbelievable 50% discount on all items in the TCL showrooms.
You also enter a raffle to win TCL products, shopping vouchers, and movie tickets.
It's happening live this Friday, 24th December 2021.
Offer valid while stocks last. Call 0596 913 320 or 0596 913 298 today for more details. TCL, the creative life.
Merry Christmas!
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Bronya yi, wo don't call me, wo Max TV. The Tony nina, ane, ni awo Tony na, ni awo ton, ene ni awo plato biara no, tono Max TV so. Wo juma ne dien, wo store no, e dien na wom, wo ton shoes, boutique, Ayamo Frantarie, Adriane, Ensan, Saloon, Ana Barber Shop, Dien Pa na Woton, Bramayam Money Don't Call Me Mao, friend number so 0302 750 320. Na yen ni jambum, Don't Call Me.